Greetings everybody, my name is Captain Comedy. I'm captain of the Comedy Pirates here with today's video. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a good day now. Today's video I want to talk about ADHD and basically just getting stuff done. Now, I'm not a professional, a therapist or anything like that. I'm just speaking from what I believe is right from my point of view, and hopefully this video can help people out, So basically, when it comes to ADHD, we are not very good at getting stuff done when it comes to doing basic paperwork, chores, reading, or basically doing anything in life because, well, our brains are a bit different than anybody else's brain. Now, we have a part in our brain, which I believe is near the front of our brain, that our brain doesn't work the same like other human beings. I know there's a word for it, I just don't know it. Even if I did look it up, I'm probably not going to remember to say it in the video, because, well, we have bad memory. The reason we have bad memory is because it doesn't have any dopamine in the meaning that we need to save it in our brain. For example, I am a Pokemon fan. I love Pokemon X and Y. That was one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time back as a kid. Now, I can remember all the gym leaders. I can remember all the Pokemon types and advantages. I can remember... I need to go to this route to find a Victory Bell. I need to go to this route to find the Trio. I go to this route to find whatever Pokemon is needed, But when it comes to doing paperwork, I'm not going to remember it because there's no dopamine in that for us to remember. We remember stuff that will give us dopamine. When it comes to doing paperwork, we just do not like it. Why? Because there's no reward in our brain that's saying, oh, you did a lot of paperwork, you did your bills and all that. It's not really exciting, so you're not going to remember it or crave it, But what I want to talk about is when it comes to getting stuff done with ADHD. Like I said, we have something in our brain that doesn't let us do anything. It's not like we don't want to, it's just our brain, this part of our brain is like a 2DS battery. It's not good. Everybody else can just... start something, let's say doing paperwork or reading a book. You can read a book and people can just read a book, no problem. Let's say you're reading Stephen King Pet Sematary book. Someone can read it for about half an hour and they can understand what they read and they have no problem reading it. They can read it continuously for 30 minutes and that is it. When it comes to a person with ADHD, on the other hand, our brain is built like a 2DS battery. That thing, when it first came out, like, oh yeah, your battery's gonna last 3 to 5 hours. No, my 2DS only lasts me about 40 minutes, and then it's gonna die. Same thing with doing anything. Our brain battery runs out extremely quick. So you're at this much, and then it goes all the way down to you have nothing. Why? Well, the task that we're doing isn't very rewarding for us, or it doesn't give us dopamine. I know there's a proper word for the brain thing. I'll probably put it down in the description below, or remember to do it later. But that's how our brain functions. Our brains run out of battery much quicker than somebody else. If you're reading the same book, somebody else can read it slowly within a half hour. Well, for us, we instantly just drop dead because, well, we just can't focus. That's the thing. We can't really focus. We're going to repeat what we just read. You will not remember if you even read this at all. You can read for half an hour, but you're not going to remember it. Why? Our brain doesn't register it. You got to read it a lot of times for the brain to register it and keep it in the file. But like I explained in my last video, our inventory is broken, it glitches out. I have a legendary item, but it disappeared. Why? Because, well, for some reason, our brain just thought, well, we don't need a legendary item. You can have the legendary sword that can defeat all bosses, or you can have a basic sword that's on, like, 2 HP, it's going to break after one hit against a slime or something like that, Because our brains just cannot function or handle anything else. Why? I have no idea. But here's some solutions that can help out. So, let's say you have to get something done. Like, I have to study, and I hate studying. But I have to do it because I want to make a book. Now, to be honest, I did the idea of a book because I didn't have any dopamine. But I feel ashamed of myself if I was to drop this project because I put so much effort into this, and then I'm like, well, I don't have to do that. There's no more energy into it. But I still want to get it done. It's something I am determined to do because, well, it's my childhood. I feel like people don't read books anymore. no one goes to libraries, that there's a possibility of libraries getting shut down. So I'm going to recreate my childhood, which is recreate Goosebump books. Goosebump books were my favorite book series of all time. There's also Michigan Chillers, American Chillers, Killer Species. Basically, those like old, those 2000. I can't believe I was gonna say old school. Man, am I old? I'm only 20. But those 2000 horror books and the 90s books, those were great. Now, I want to create that. I want to study. The problem is, I don't like studying. I have books that can help me study in the kitchen, not the kitchen, in the living room, and on a shelf behind me, because I need to study. I can't just write and just, oh, here's a book. No, you have to study, and to study, I have to read. When it comes to reading, I don't like it. There's no dopamine. My battery runs out. But here's some tips and tricks when it comes to helping people out when it comes to that. Now, we can either do it now or never. What I mean by that is, well, I have my entire life until I expire to write a book. That's how our logic works. We have an entire life until we expire. Is that a good way of thinking? No. I can always push off paperwork until it's due tomorrow morning. Or in this case scenario, it's due at 12 in the afternoon. Or before the bank closes, before I gotta do my payments closes. I have today close. Now, you can wait off until the last minute. Like, you gotta pay your bills today. You have all month to do it. It gives you a week in advance notification that, hey, your bills are due in 7 days. Please pay it off beforehand, or we're just giving you a reminder, you know? Now, I like to try to pay my bills beforehand, so I don't do it last minute because I forget. But as an example, let's say I forgot today. I have dopamine from forgetting, and I'm like, oh my god, if I don't pay off this bill, I'm going to have to pay more each day until I pay it off. I have to work more at a factory that you don't like working at to pay for a bill that I could have paid off in 7 days. Now, the fear of like getting this not done is like dopamine for us. So we're like, we just don't want to do it because it's not really rewarding for us. But when we do it, it's kind of rewarding because like, well, I'm getting this done because, well, I have to get it done. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's technically how our mind works. But I think could help out with just giving yourself reminders. Try finding apps that help with ADHD. Like, I don't have that app, but I think it's very great, and I think it would be great for a lot of people. It's called ADHD Love. That is their social media, and they have an app. I think you gotta pay like $34.99 a year, which I think is great. You only gotta pay like $40 a year, you know, and it gives you reminders to do dishes and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to studying, like reading a book or doing my homework, which is writing a chapter, and I usually try to. Oh yeah, here's a tip when it comes to writing. So I'm writing a book and I'm trying to create a book, you know. And the thing is, though, I'm still stuck. I feel disappointed for saying this, but I'm still stuck in the first 3 chapters. I did the pilot or the prelogue, whatever it's called, and I think that's perfect the way I did it because I rewrote that 7 times. But I'm stuck. I'm like, oh, I'm going to rewrite this until it's perfect. Well, you're not supposed to rewrite it. You're supposed to complete the series first, do 27 chapters, and then you rewrite it from there, and then you can do whatever you want. I have it in my head, but I think, hey, I have it in my head. I can do whatever I want. No. Write it all down first. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be bad. It's not gonna be good. But at least you have a layout, and then you can go from there and edit it, or like make a new Google Doc and write each chapter, and then you go from there. But basically, when it comes to studying, I don't like it. I don't like to read. I pick up a book. I'm like, all right, my battery just died. Why? I don't like it. This is gonna help me out. Help me with writing. I have a book called The Little Red Writing Book. It's on Amazon for $10. I'll put a link down below. It helps you when it comes to like I'm bad at talking. I feel like I'm bad at talking. That I can explain this in like 5 minutes, but I'm explaining this in like 18 minutes in my videos now. The Little Red Writing Book helps you out when it comes to summarizing what you could say in a paragraph and only say in 2 sentences, which is great because it's a kid's book. I'm writing a kid's book, so it has to be short but efficient, you know? So I have to write the chapters so they make sense and they're not too long like Stephen King's books, you know? But I'm getting sidetracked. But when it comes to reading, what I recommend doing is putting a timer for yourself. Let's say I have to study for half an hour. I could get stuff done, I could not, but within that half hour, I'm only dedicated to studying. I could read a book, take notes, and write. I can do all that for my studies. Now, you may feel like you haven't accomplished anything because you only did half hour's work. But if you were not to set yourself a timer or anything else like that, you would have never got anything done. So I feel like this is a better method than anything else because, well, at least you were able to do something. Now, Just because you feel like you didn't do much doesn't mean it's worthless. You did something. It takes little by little, baby steps. Now, as a person with ADHD, I always disappointed myself that I'm not worthy because I just don't like the fact that I don't fit in with most humans. I can't understand stuff like most humans. I can't do stuff like most humans. I can't do anything, really. I'm always a step behind. I'm always struggling. I'm 20 years old. I'm turning 21 at the end of the year. And I feel like, hey, I should already be saving up for a house, a car, and everything else. Now, I know it's not, like, my fault that I can't save up and stuff like that. Because, well, it's 2024, and it's just a lot of problems in the world when it comes to, like, houses, pricing, and stuff like that, and groceries. But I'm like, hey, it's normal. It's going to be fine. I'll save up one day eventually. I can have my own house, with my girlfriend and all that, and have a happy life with her. But the thing is, so it's going to take little by little. And I think everything should be happening now. That I'm overthinking. Hey, I gotta have like 10K now for down payment, mortgage. I gotta have this and this and this and this. But that's how I feel like most people with ADHD function. We feel like we have to do everything now because everybody else seems to be doing it. Why can't we? But I want to tell everybody that no matter how small you're doing it step by step, no matter how much effort you put into it, as long as it's like 1%, 5%, 10%, no matter how much percentage of work you put into whatever you're doing, it is worth it. You're worth it. You're not useless. You're doing the best of your ability. Don't feel disappointed, and just do what you can. Because it's always good to think positive, not negative. And I think I got to do another video about emotions. I gotta talk about that. But what was I saying? I know it's the writing thing, but I want to say something else about that, but I can't remember. I completely forgot. Well, that's ADHD for you. But when it comes to writing, like I said, put a timer for half an hour, study, put as much effort as you can. Try to put your phone in your room, turn it off and everything so you don't get distracted. Now, working for half an hour can be a lot for some people, or not a lot. For half an hour, that's not a lot for me, because I don't know why, but as an adult, time goes by super, super fast. But let's say you have to work on something for a very long time. Like my girlfriend, she has to do an art project and for class, and it's like, hey, I have to draw this, outline this, paint it, shadow it, textured it, and all that type of stuff when it comes to art. And I thought drawing would be easy. It's not. I can't even draw hands. Anybody else have any tips when it comes to drawing hands and feet? I am horrible at that. I'm trying to draw Pomni and the rest of the Amazing Digital Circus. It is a pain to draw. But what she has to do takes a lot of effort. And it could be a lot of brain draining because it's important for us. We need to do it. And it could be rewarding because she likes to draw a lot. She likes to draw, so it gives her dopamine. But even if it gives you dopamine, you can either overwork on it, that you're extremely tired, or you could underwork it. So if you're underworking, like I said, put a timer for half an hour, do what you can in that time zone, and then you can go from there to see if you can continue, take a break, work the following day, or with overworking. Now, if you have hyperfixation, which that happens to a lot of us with our projects that we always start, but we never finish. I have a lot of cosplays that I have not built, but I try to get started, and I just never finished it. I got Ichigo and everything, but once it came to wig styling, I'm like, I gave up. I'm done. Never cosplaying Ichigo again. Wig styling is horrible. And I have a ventriloquist dummy. I will get to that. I really wanted that. I spent 5 months and then just didn't work out. But I'm gonna do it. Don't you worry. I'm gonna become a ventriloquist and do videos on that. Like I said, if you're hyper focusing on it and you feel like your battery is getting drained, I recommend taking 5 to 10 minute breaks. Please put a timer on that, because if you for a lot of us, if we sit down somewhere else, we'll be on our phone or on a tablet or Xbox or computer, we'll be lost in our own world. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break. I'll just go on Minecraft real quick, my PC, and just, feed the pigs, chickens, check out my farm, regrow the crops, and then I'll turn off my PC. No, and all of a sudden I have a new base. I redesigned the farm. I did this, and I just spent 3 hours on Minecraft. I didn't even realize it. Then, once I go back to the project that I was doing, it's like, oh, I don't have energy for it. I'll do it tomorrow or next week, So once you stop doing something, you lose interest in it. So I recommend just taking 5 to 10 minute breaks. Please remind yourself of that. a timer or something like that. Then once the time ends, go back to your project because that can help you out a lot. Now, if you don't remember doing the projects at all, like me, I constantly forget to do these videos, and I don't think I'm a good person when it comes to doing the videos because I don't get many. Like I get a lot of views, it's just no one gets past like the first 2 minutes or so, maybe like a minute if I'm lucky. But I have to do better because I'm never gonna give up on my dream, you know. Wait, what was I saying with this? Oh, what was I saying? I said a sentence and then I forgot. But it's something to do with reminders. Yes, reminders. I don't remember, so I need to put a reminder on my cell phone to do these videos. No, not many people watch it, but I'll still do it anyway, because, you know, somebody will enjoy these videos someday, you know? And maybe this video helps out somebody, you know? But when it comes to reminders, when it comes to doing projects, homework, paperwork, use Google Reminders, use Google Notes, and put a reminder on Google Notes or whatever app that can help you out. But there are a lot of methods that can help you out when it comes to basically doing anything and all that. But after everything, it's just normal for us to function like this because, well, our brain's a bit different. But no matter what, we'll get the job done. It's just going to take a lot more time than most other people. And we might, if you have a partner in life or a friend in life that has ADHD, please give him patience because, like I said, we don't feel good that we have these problems in our life that we can't really control. We don't really ask for this, and you kind of feel like we're useless because, well, you're complaining for stuff that we don't understand why we can't function like you. Why can't we just read a book? Why can't we just study? Well, it's not easy for us. We can't really do it. So if somebody that you know has ADHD, please be patient or try to help them out. Like, hey, if you're going to study, can I please have your phone? I'll put it in your room in charge. You know, so you have no distractions. I will bring you your supplies because if you leave to go get supplies, you're just never come back to do what you're doing. So do what you can to help somebody out. Tell them it's going to be all right because, well, we need that comfort of saying it's going to be all right because we think we can't do much because of our disability that's unseen to the world. But we can do a lot. There are a lot of famous people out there that has accomplished a lot. But like I said, just give us time, support your partner or anybody else you know in life that has ADHD because, well, it's going to be a bit of a struggle for us, but we will get the job done. Just give us patience is all we're asking. But other than that, I don't know what else to say when it comes to ADHD and doing stuff. Just, you know, put a timer, take breaks. Our brain doesn't function. I don't know what else to do or say. So I think that'll just be it for today's video, you know? But yeah, thank you for watching today's video when it comes to basically, I even forgot what the original point of this video was. It's like functioning with ADHD or how to do anything. I don't know, just doing stuff in life with ADHD, I guess you could say. But yeah, I thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for supporting me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button for future videos when it comes to comedy, gaming, and much more. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a good day, everyone.